The new update just dropped. You know what that means. You guys are going to want to see the spicy new top tier vehicles, and that's not a problem. So today we're going to be covering Task Force 141.
Welcome to the 141, best handpicked group of warriors on the planet.
Aha, silly me. This is actually the Yak-141. It is a 12.0 battle rating top tier fighter with VTOL capability. And the VTOL is kind of funny, I guess. I'm not really much of a believer in VTOL for like actual combat. It's more of a hindrance than it is a benefit. As in, like, if you actually wanted to use it, the level of competitiveness you're going to get out of it, it's probably just not worth it. You're hurting yourself more than you are gaining, is what I'm trying to say. There is that niche time where maybe it's going to help you win that one fight, but 9 out of 10 times it's probably going to be hurting you. By the way, I'm not going to really talk about the gameplay that much. I'm just going to be talking about the Yak-141 because I really don't even care about this plane. I just know you guys want to see some gameplay of it, so here it is. It gets 2 27ER missiles and 2 27T missiles. At least that's what I think the optimal loadout for this aircraft is. You could also run 2 R60Ms, which is, I think, a completely viable option over the Ts if you want to do that. So 4 missiles, really not a fantastic kit in today's top tier, especially at battle rating 12.0. The radar is pretty damn nice, I gotta say. At least it feels nice. I haven't really played that many games in it, but it holds lock pretty well. And I do like the radar modes. And of course, you get TWS head-on, which helps you shoot the funny 27ER a little bit easier. If you don't know, you can shoot a 27ER at somebody, then unlock the radar after you've shot it, let your missile glide down to the target, and then once you think it's about to hit, relock them, and it will continue tracking. And they didn't get RWR for most of that flight, so they probably aren't reacting to it. So again, 2 27ERs is fantastic to have. Don't know how I don't die right there, but hey, I'm not complaining. Flight performance wise, it's just kind of mediocre, really. It accelerates insanely quick. Like this thing, 0 to 100 instantly. Just, I can't snap, but it gets really fast really quickly. The problem is that it loses speed really quickly as well. So I kind of think of it as a MiG-21 BIS in a way. It reminds me a lot of the MiG-21 BIS, just the way it flies, I should say. You get absolutely insane acceleration in a straight line, even more than the 21 BIS, but the problem is that you lose speed even quicker than the 21 BIS. So it kind of offsets itself, and you know, you give and take really doesn't end up being a huge advantage in the end. However, the top speed of this aircraft is pretty damn slow. You're going to struggle to get over Mach 1.05 on the deck with full afterburner, and that's really not that fast. Granted, I don't think top speed is that important at top tier unless you're in something where your top speed is just so much insanely faster than everything else, like the MiG-29, then yeah, that's an actual argument for top speed. But me personally, I'd rather have more energy retention and acceleration rather than top speed. The acceleration is there, however, the energy retention just isn't. You do get a helmet-mounted display, or sight, I don't know, some nerd's gonna correct me and be like, it's not a helmet-mounted display, HMD stands for, you know what I mean. You can lock on the missiles while pointing your mouse around, rather than actually having to maneuver your plane. And that works for radar and IR missiles as well. So I think that's actually quite nice. Really good feature that every plane that has it is Russian, except for the F4J, I think. So, I don't know. If you really care about that, there it is. Me personally, I'm a pretty big fan of the HMDs, but again, you'll... once again, should have died there. But once again, you only have like 4 missiles, so... only 2 of them are even going to be that useful with HMD. Granted, like I said, you can use the 27ER with HMD as well, but I really don't usually see the need to. But again, it is an option. Overall, how does this thing stack up against the rest of the top tier jets? Well, like I said earlier, it's really not that special. It's not bad by any means. It's just, why would you want to play this over the MiG-29, for example? The MiG-29 has better flight performance in most aspects, which I think overall makes it have better flight performance, and then you get 6 missiles instead of 4. So, yeah, in the end of the day, I just don't really see a point in the Yak-141. I wouldn't be in a huge rush to grind it. It's kind of funny, I guess, because you get the VTOL, and it accelerates super quickly, but are you ever going to actually need that in a real game? No. Maybe if you want to go mess around in custom battle, it might be fun and unique, but really, guys, I would not spend too much time stressing about the grind for this thing. Again, like I said, it's not bad. You're going to be better than things like a standard 21 bis, at least in my opinion. You're going to be better than things like the poor F5 that only has 2 missiles in today's top tier environment, though it is 11.0 and you're 12.0. I'd still rather have this over like maybe an F4E or a standard MiG-23, because the standard MiG-23 only gets 12 countermeasures, so maybe 14. Either way, there's definitely planes at top tier that I would rather be in a Yak-141, but it's not like that top tier meta trifecta of planes like the F-16, the F-14, and the MiG-29 that still run top tier matches. I guess what I'm trying to say is you're not going to be disappointed or mad that you got it. It's just not something that I think you should really stress about getting. So the match is pretty much over. I'm just going to talk about the maps just real quick because I don't really have anything else to talk about for the Yak, and I have about 2 minutes of gameplay to finish out here. The new map sizes for top tier are great. The new map sizes for top tier. I still don't really like EC maps for top tier, and I don't like these new map sizes or the EC map sizes in anything lower than 11.0. It's a massive waste of time if you're not a top tier vehicle. But again, if they can have a map this size at 11.0, I have absolutely no complaints with that. So I guess they kind of did a good thing, but kind of not at the same time, because the frequency of really large maps at lower BRs is definitely increased, and I don't really play top tier. So overall, it's a negative for me, though most of you guys are probably enjoying it. That's my thoughts on the new maps. I might make a better video on that later, but hope you guys enjoyed the 141. I'll see you soon.